Peace, peace, peace. What's good? What's good? If you're seeing me on your page right now, this message absolutely is for you because, for one, it's taken me like 4 different tries to try to record this message. I don't have storage on my phone. I'm trying on this camera. And I also haven't recorded a video sharing a message in some time. So I really felt called to share this that wants to come through after I wrote this little quote down. I mean, it's not a quote, I just wrote this down. It says, as we detach, we become free. You can't fly unless you let go. I know that through this human experience, I don't want to say challenges, because something is only a challenge based on how it is that we are mentally, in our mind, perceiving it. Sometimes something's a challenge, and another time it may not be challenging at all. But this law of detachment, 0, 1, 2, 3, it shows us, it teaches us, it reminds us of the power of letting go. And it was making me think about this butterfly that I was taking care of all day yesterday. It literally slept with me. I'm not kidding, this butterfly slept with me last night. And it was making me think about how, literally, in order for us to fly, if we could fly, in order for us to fly, we can't be holding on to something. You can't hold on to a tree branch and want to be up in the sky, feeling the wind and the breeze, if you're there holding on to this tree branch. You can't discover that you can fly if you're stuck on the ground, if you're stuck in this tree branch, if you're stuck holding on for your dear life, thinking that you don't have another choice when you do. In order to realize that you can fly, you have to learn to let go. You have to trust in your wings. You have to trust in the power that you hold within you, that's going to carry you through everything that you choose to align yourself with. Everything is a choice for us if we align with it or if we don't. It all starts with us. You can't align yourself with flying if you're still stuck with your wings closed like this. You can't receive anything if you're in this energy of just having your energy closed. You can't expect to receive your order at a restaurant if you're not open to speaking out what it is that you want, placing your order. And it kind of also takes me back to this conversation I was having with someone yesterday at one of my workshops. How one piece of it is asking. One piece is asking, but the next big piece is being open to receive what you ask for. And a lot of times it has a lot to do with letting go of something in order to receive what it is that we're asking for. Like, for example, I like to use the example of ordering a drink. I'm going to use the same example I kind of gave him, however it comes out now. If we have water in our cup, but it's already warm and hot because it's hot summer, and it's not full anymore because we had already drinking some when it was cold. And if we're thinking like, oh, I would really love to have like a mango smoothie right now, You have to empty your cup of what you have. You have to be willing to let go of that warm cup of water. And you have to be willing to ask for this mango smoothie in order to receive it. Excuse me. We have to empty our cup in order for it to be refilled with what it is that we're asking for. And most times we're holding on to things way longer than we should be. If the water's already hot, why are we still holding on to the water in that cup? And I know that most times when we hang on to something, we have an emotional attachment to it. We've placed some kind of significance on it, even if it seems small. Like, I don't know, for example, let's say with this warm cup of water, with this water that now became warm, maybe someone very special gave it to you, and you don't want to feel bad thinking like, man, they gave me this water and I don't want to throw it out, because you think that you're going to feel bad throwing out something that someone had given to you. But holding on to it doesn't do any good for us. What are we going to do? Are you going to drink the hot water? 111? Or are you going to allow yourself to detach from this water that is no longer serving you, to be able to receive this mango smoothie that you know you would really enjoy having? And sometimes, a lot of times, we humans are so stubborn, most times, when we're still growing and evolving in our true essence of who we are. Universe has to step in and shake things up for us to align us with what it is that we ask for. So maybe this character comes around and accidentally spills your water and maybe even breaks the cup because you didn't make the choice to empty yourself so that you can be refilled. Universe steps in to give us what it is that we ask for. But sometimes we can be so stubborn in our human nature that we might cry over this, like we say, this spilled milk, and wonder, why did this have to happen? Why did this person have to come around and knock my glass over, and now my cup's broken, and now obviously you don't have the water that you had? But sometimes we fuss and we fight with ourselves and thinking that we're fighting and arguing with the universe. Why did this have to happen? When in reality, we asked for it. You wanted a mango smoothie, and the only way that that was going to be able to happen is if you empty your cup. And because you were so stubborn that you didn't want to let go of something that was no longer serving you anymore, the universe had to step in and create a scenario for your cup to now be emptied. And maybe that meant your cup is now broken. But then the way that the universe always turns up, shows up for us, is it brings you another cup that's even better, that holds more mango smoothie for you. And when you receive your mango smoothie in this beautiful new cup, you realize that you were making struggle out of nothing. That you were making your life more complicated than it needed to be. And then you remember at that moment, I I asked for this mango smoothie and now I got it. But it's just a reminder that when we can allow ourselves to just let go of what is no longer serving us for our greatest good anymore, we make room for what we're asking for to come in, and we make room for things to come in even better. 4, 5, 6. We allow ourselves to go up the steps instead of staying stuck at the bottom of the staircase. If you want to fly, you have to let go. And it really, I can reflect on this so much because I feel like a lot of my journey has been a big process of letting go. Letting go of material things, which, to be honest, it doesn't move me. Material things don't move me. It's the emotions behind it that does. But letting go of material things, letting go of experiences, because when you leave, I moved from the US to Tulum. When you leave specific places, you're letting go of the experiences that you also shared there, that you know that you won't be going back to anymore. You let go of different habits. You let go of different situations. You let go of so much. Letting go of people. Letting go of relationships. And when I reflect on all the things that I had to let go of to receive what it is that I was asking for, to choose to align myself with what it was that I was asking for. Now fast forward into my present moment. I feel free. I feel detached from any outcome, from any situation, from any experience, from any person, from any place. And because of that, I feel like I am flying. And I've been in the place where I was just hanging on, scared of my own wings. Thinking that I had to hang on for my dear life. But the moment that I started to let go, step by step, just so slightly, just so softly, just so gently, not going 0 from 100, but going from the 0 to the 1, and the 2 to the 3, and the 3 to the 4. And then I got brave and maybe I jumped from the 4 to the 10 and the 10 to the 30. And then maybe slowed it back down again from the 30 to the 31. Just literally gradually taking life at my own pace. Spreading my wings at my own pace. It's then that I realized how free I am in this, of detaching, of the process of asking for something and then realizing that I needed to be in the receiving mode also. Because I used to ask for things and then be stubborn, and universe having to step in to give me what I asked for, and then being just like, why? Not understanding that things were moving and shifting because it's what I was asking for, because it's what my soul and my spirit were asking to be aligned with. And now that I see both ends of it, of being in the energy of feeling so attached to things and hanging on to things even after they've reached their expiration date. After I release myself from all of these things, literally even material things, it reminds me of when I was going through my storage, detaching myself from all these things that I collected for years. I literally felt weight coming off of my body physically. As I gave and released my hands from these things physically, I quite literally felt myself getting lighter and lighter and lighter. I felt myself breathing in a whole new space of air. I realized the weight that all of these things were forcing me down with emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. When you ask for proof, I promise you, you're gonna get it. You're gonna receive it. But you have to be open to what the receiving means. And a lot of times when we're asking for something, it's not just a straight road to getting what we're asking for. Sometimes it's a whole zigzag. It takes us through a whole journey to receive what we ask for. It's not instant either. Sometimes it is. And actually, sometimes it is instantly giving us what we ask for, but it takes a lot more. How am I explaining this right now? How do I? It's like asking for a pool. Oh no, it's so random. Asking for a pool and then I don't know. How do I explain this? In order to receive a pool, I mean, you might instantly receive the workers come and start digging. That's instant flow of giving you what you asked for. But it's gonna take time for them to dig. It's gonna take time for the design. It's gonna take time for the concrete to go poured in. It's gonna take time for the plumbing. I actually don't know if pools take plumbing, which might be a really silly question. I have no idea. I don't build pools. I don't know. I don't know why this came up, but I'm gonna trust that you get what I'm trying to say, where a lot of times we think that things are taking forever, when in reality, they are instantly manifesting. But it takes time for things to happen. It takes time for your smoothie to be made. It doesn't mean it's not being made, but it's taking a little bit of time. And why would you want to rush someone making your mango smoothie or making your pool? Because when things get rushed, then things don't get done properly. There might be a step that was missed. Maybe there was a delay in some better product, but because you were rushing it, you got stuck with a product that was a little bit less quality than the one that you would have gotten if you were patient with things. So nothing is a straight road. Nothing is. Just like this message. This message is not a straight message. 444. It has a lot that goes within it. The law of detachment has so much within it. The law of attraction has so much within it. There's so many different things in the midst of it, in the mix of it. doesn't mean it's not happening. It doesn't mean it's not working. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. There's never no wrong. There's never no right. So I just gently remind you all of this. I remind you of all of this. In order to fly, you have to let go. And the more you detach, the more free you set yourself. The more you set yourself free. 5, 4, 6. If you're at the 5 and you go down to the 4, you're still gonna end up at the 6. 5, 5, 5. There's so many changes happening within the 5 and the 4 and the 6, within you receiving, within your path. And it's not a straight, it's not linear. You may start at the 5 and have to go to the 4 to pick something back up. And then you can go to the 6. You're still gonna get there. It doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter when. All that matters is that you get there when you're meant to be there. And that's also part of detaching from the outcomes. Not forcing time, not forcing things, not forcing people, not forcing yourself. And not trying to force the universe to give you something a certain way. You're gonna receive it in the best way that you're meant to receive it. Always. 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 There's always more than one gift that will come to us out of us asking for one thing. When you ask for one thing, be prepared to receive so much more with it. Because nothing is just one way. Nothing is just one way. There are so many infinite possibilities. There's so many infinite scenarios of why things happen, how they do, as they do. All we are meant to do is take a seat, spread your wings, and let yourself fly. Because you may not have even realized that the chair that you got sat on has wheels. I can't. I'm moving the desk instead of moving myself. It has wheels. It has wheels. The universe gave you wheels for you to roll around and get to wherever you want to get to. But you gotta detach from walking. You gotta be willing to just sit down and let yourself be taken. Thanks for being present. Peace.